Awards and many qualifications from various places that you can see here. So without wasting much time, I would like to invite sir and carry on with the topic. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. That enlarges. And once an organ gets enlarged, it gets excited. So I'm going to inject hyaluronic acid into the penis so that it gets enlarged. And any organ, once it is excited, definitely it goes to the amygdala and stimulates the dry nerves because it has got some circle by itself. Enlargement, again stimulation, releases further testosterone, releases further euphoric effect. So my subject is penile augmentation procedures, including penile length, girth, and enhancement, has been performed in men with micropenis, small penis, sexual dysfunctions caused by anatomical abnormalities such as paralysis from long time. It was a dream of the entire medical fraternity dealing with men to increase the organ. So most of the men, they are not happy with their size. In fact, their partners also sometimes they feel that the partner's size is small. The size matters. Of course, many people say 2 inches is enough to make a lady pregnant, 3 inches is enough because vagina is only 3 inches in depth. So why do you want 6 inches? But to make the penis move in and out of the vagina, it requires at least 5.5 inches. Otherwise, 3 inches means it goes and touches only the outer 1/3 of the vagina. Of course, the inner 1/3 may not be supplied with nerves. It doesn't mean that the movement, the friction movement, for the friction movement to occur, the size matters. So with that introduction, I am going to talk to you about so many methods available for the phalloplasty. The demand for phalloplasty is there from very long time, and many fillers, whatever the man gets, they have tried to inject into the penis to make it look big and thicker also. So earlier, fillers like mineral oils, paraffin have been injected, and but they have been not that successful. Recent fillers which are available, very successful, are dermal acellular graft, autologous fat injections, and filler injections. Sorry for that spelling mistake. It should have been fat, not sad. So filler injections. These are the available methods, surgical and semi-surgical interventional methods available for increasing the girth and length of the penis. And earlier, the ones which were used, the liquid paraffin and sometimes silicone injection, they have met with the disastrous complications like palpable nodules, asymmetry, fibrosis, penile shortening, deformity, seroma, infections, and tissue necrosis. That's why most of these liquid paraffins which were used earlier, mineral oils, they have been discontinued because of the dissatisfaction and later on complications. But recently, luckily, we have got wonderful formula, wonderful molecule, that is hyaluronic acid. It's popular, it's a temporary filler, not very temporary, it lasts for 2 to 5 years. I can call it long-term filler instead of temporary filler. That adds girth but can feel soft and may create irregularities if not injected properly. And if no proper precautions are not taken, then it can result in irregularity, but it can be corrected later on. I will come to that later on. Polylactic acid, biodegradable filler used for girth enhancement. Fat injections, of course, most of the surgeons do practice these fat injections. Fat harvested from the own body is injected, but results can be lumpy and irregular as fat cells develop unevenly. Silicone and other liquid silicone is banned in the US due to severe complications, while other fillers like polymethylene methacrylate, PMMA, or collagen have been used, but they carry some risk. So these are the available fillers for penile girth enlargement. And what is the ideal filler? Till now, the ideal filler has not come, but near to ideal filler is HLA. Although an ideal filler for phalloplasty has not been developed, among the reversible fillers, HLA has become dominant and The natural state of HLA filler, which is considered the most ideal filler, has a short half-life, which is a major drawback. It lasts only for 2 to 5 years. And if you think that 2 to 5 years is a short duration, I don't agree with you, because giving a person penis, good penis with a good girth for 5 years is really a good treatment. And it's nice that he comes back to you after 5 years. Anything given for lifetime, they won't come back to you. So it's better, the lifelike style, this one is limited to 2 to 5 years. And this is a cross-linking process is used during the manufacturing to stabilize the HLA, leading to increased longevity. Efforts are being made to change the present molecule which is available to last longer in the body. Just like the earlier PD5 inhibitors, sildenafil citrate had a half-life cycle of 4 hours. Now tadalafil has come with 36 hours, like that. Who knows, in another 1 or 2 years or 3 years to come, we may get a better molecule HLA which may last for even 5 to 10 years. The day may come. And hyaluronic acid is a naturally occurring substance. It is a conjugate-based hyaluronate, also called as hyaluron, is an anionic, non-sulfated glycose aminoglycan distributed widely throughout connective epithelial and neural tissue. Don't worry about the biochemistry, I am not teaching biochemistry here. One thing I would like to tell is, it's a naturally occurring substance. It is in the cartilage, it's in your synovial fluid, it is in your joints, just like the PRP, platelet-rich plasma. So what we are using is the chemical which is existing. So we need not worry about the immediate complications, reactions, allergic manifestations, anaphylactic shock. Because what we are doing is a naturally occurring substance, just like a platelet-rich plasma, which has come to stay from past 1 decade and it has become popular. Like that, HLA is also a non-existing body tissue itself. Medical uses of HLA has been very widely used from past 1 decade. It is used for treating osteoarthritis. Most of the orthopedic surgeons, and I don't think any orthopedic surgeon is here, but they are extensively using it for bursitis, for synovitis, for knee joint pain, for even for the flat foot. So they inject wherever there is pain. Intra-articular injections are available. And treating dry eye, if there are any ophthalmologists, they are treating this hyaluronic acid. They inject to the subconjunctival area to make the eye wet if they have got a dry eye. It's a wound repairer, cosmetic dermal filler. We have several dermatologists. So we use it as a filler to remove this nasolabial lines over the forehead. Most of these film actors, that is models, they have got big lips. Don't think that their big lip is original. It has been filled with dermafillers, with this hyaluronic acid injections. And big boobs, what models, supermodels you see with perfect mold, don't think that they are original. Unless you go and touch them, never believe it. It's all filled with this hyaluronic acid or silicone. So it's a very good cosmetic filler. And for organ augmentation, that is the one which I am coming to now. With all this background, that is, since it has been widely used by other organs, why not our penile organ doctors? So we can also use, that is how it has come to stay. It is for the joints, it has been widely used, and it's a very good healer for arthritis and for dermatology, for filler, as a good filler. You can fit any organ which you want. Bumps, you can make them big if the bumps are stooping down. If the boobs have fallen down, you can fill them in. If the cheeks have come down, you can fill it up and give the upliftment. So wherever you want to fill it, you just become a mason. If the wall is not smooth, make it and patch it like that. It's a very good filler, used widely by the dermatologists. It's a very good skin healer after burns and other things. And wound repairs, it has got healing capacity. Hyaluronic acid has got healing capacity to have the wounds healed also. And it is a cell migration. It uses as a cell migrant, and by providing dynamic force to the cell, HLA synthesis has also been shown to associate with cell migration. Basically, HLA is synthesized in the plasma membrane and released directly to the extracellular environment. This means it may contribute to the hydrated microenvironment at sites of synthesis and essential for cell migration by facilitating the cell detachment. Why I am stressing upon this particular slide is, this is the way we are going to inject into the pux fascia of the penis. So there, it helps for the cell migration, so that it acts as a layer intervening between the outer skin and the inner penis. So it has got excellent property of cell migration, and it merges with the environment. Whichever the organ you inject, it merges with that, just like platelet-rich plasma. So it won't act as a foreign body there. It wets to the organ whichever we inject. So ophthalmology I told you, and drug delivery. HLA, naturally occurring polysaccharide with significant implication in drug delivery. Its unique physiochemical properties such as viscosity, elasticity, charge characteristics make it an ideal vehicle for drug delivery. HLA can form nanoparticles for drug delivery, including oral drugs, missiles, and tumor-targeting nanoparticles. Is also used in ocular applications to enhance the drug delivery to the eye. Why I am stressing this point is, coming back to the penis, when we have the HLA there as a layer between the outer skin and the inner shell, whatever the tablets which you are given, sildenafil or vardenafil or udinafil or tadalafil, the drug delivery system to the inner this one, it may be facilitated by this HLA. So chemistry of HLA, I will not bore you with the chemistry because I know it's a post-lunch session. I should, to keep you lively, I will not go into the detailed biochemistry of this one, except telling that chemistry of HLA involves its structure, conformation, and methodologies that have led to the development of its drug conjugate. I leave it to the manufacturers to go through this slide if there are any, so that they will come out with a better molecule next time. In the next conference when we meet in 2026, we should have another new molecule, so that it will have a more lifetime, at least 5 to 8 years. So now I am coming to the subject. Now I am left with 9 minutes. 11 minutes I have spent to give the base for the HLA, to make you aware that HLA is a one thing which has come to stay, which has been widely used by dermatologists, orthopedic surgeons, ophthalmologists, and others. Why not the sexual medicine people? Now we have to awake, get up now. Now after the sleep, you get up and see that the HLA is being used to stimulate and enhance all the others, not only the penis, the labia, the clitoris, even the inner layer of the vagina, and also endothelium. Those who I know that there are several gynecologists here. I use extensively this hyaluronic acid to improve the layer of the vagina, so that it acts as a very good filler. Those who have got narrow vagina, if you fill the vagina with the vaginal wall with the hyaluronic acid, the bulk of the vaginal wall increases. It narrows the vagina, so that whatever the problem they have got with the loose vagina, that is overcome by the HLA. So non-surgical HLA phalloplasty involves the injection of HLA-based filler along the penis to increase its volume. Here I stress the word volume. We are not going to increase the length. We are going to increase the volume. Here afterwards, when you see the penis, don't see the length of the penis. Just calculate the volume, how many cc has got. The length into the diameter pi, 7 by 32 into diameter into the length, it gives the volume. If a person has got, say, 15 cc penis, now the things have gone, that is 3 inches penis, 3.5 inches penis. Volume, how much volume he has got. Because ultimately, to satisfy the partner, the thickness of the penis is also important. The in and out or movement of the penis into the vagina, the more thing comes from the diameter of the penis. So, a bigger the diameter, the feeling of the penis will be there, so that it acts as a very good this one to achieve the orgasm of the lady. And also the cushioning effect of this HLA between the pubopenile angle that goes and presses the clitoris. That is clitoral penile alignment. That will be excellent once we put this HLA into the base of the penis. I'll come to that later. This treatment is ideal for those wanting to cosmetic and functional improvement. It is not just cosmetic. It is also functional. How it improves the function of the penis, I am going to tell shortly. Recent studies have shown that this treatment not only acts on the aesthetic level, but also offers the patient significant psychological and functional benefits. Functional, psychological. Many boys come to me and say that I am afraid of the marriage. I have postponed the marriage by 6 months. My house people are asking me to marry. They are forcing to marry. I don't want to marry. Why? What happened, man? No, sir. My organ is small. I may not be able to satisfy my partner. She may run away. She may have extramarital affair after the marriage because I think that my penis is small. How do you say your penis is small? Sir, every day I see video. They have got 7 inches penis, 8 inches penis. My penis is only 4 inches in erection. So this body dysmorphic disorder, psychiatric disorder, it is true because the person believes that his penis is small. He wants it to make it bigger. There is nothing wrong in it because he wants it made to make it bigger. He wants to feel it. Whatever the explanation you say about no, the penis is 3 inches is enough, the smaller is beauty, all those things, it won't go to his mind because in his mind it has come. My organ is small. Chota hai, small penis syndrome. We can overcome that with this HLA. And penile enlargement with HLA fillers, penile enlargement with HLA fillers is popular, non-surgical, cosmetic procedure that aims to increase the girth of the penis. The procedure is very simple. I'll show the procedure later on. And safety is quite safe because we are using naturally occurring chemical. It's a naturally occurring substance. Only thing is manufactured synthetically outside the body, but it completely mimics the HLA which is already there in the body. Technique, it is typically injected using either a classic short hypodermic needle or a microchemical. You can use a 26 gauge needle. You can take a 2 or 2.5 inches length needle so that you directly go to the pux fascia, go as far as possible, go on injecting and slowly withdraw. And take 4 portions, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, near the shaft, near the base, and the second place near the mid shaft. So select the 2 places and inject at a time 5 to 10 ml to each side. So maximum how much you can inject in one sitting is about 5 to 10 ml. Why have you limit to 5 to 10 ml is from 2 aspects. Next time you come after 15 days or 1 month, whichever there are deficient areas, you can make it up just like a mason. He first pushes all this garage into the wall. Later on he goes for the final finish. Like that, once you inject 10 ml to the shaft, next time when he comes, wherever there are deficiencies, inject only 1 to 2 ml and make the penis look uniform and beautiful also. Some studies have suggested that the use of microcannulas can significantly reduce vessel embolism during the injection. So one complication is vessel embolism. So see that you don't enter the dorsal vein or any vein or the artery. But the beauty of it is, since the pux fascia doesn't have much vasculature, and you move the needle in and out and withdraw and just check up whether you are there in the bladder. Results, patients can expect immediate result because it's a filler. It is a dummy filler. As soon as you inject 10 ml, original volume of the penis was 15 ml, now it is 25 ml or even 30 ml, whatever the amount you are injected. And immediate resorption is not there. At least for 6 months, it will remain the same. After 6 months, of course, there may be resorption about half ml or so. But that is not real resorption. It is the HLA spreads out, that's all. It will not be visible to the naked eye. The effects are temporary, that is 2 to 5 years. Repeat treatment may be necessary to maintain the desired appearance. That's quite beneficial to me also. The recovery process is typically minimal and most patients return to daily activities within few hours. So I can send him back to the work immediately. It's an OPD procedure, no need of admission, no need of general anesthesia, straight away you can do under local anesthesia or local spray. Reversibility, if the person is not happy, if your client is not happy, yes, fine, withdraw it back. Inject Hyaluronides, the hyaluronic acid completely becomes liquid. You use a little thicker needle. You use a 18 gauge or 19 gauge needle. Pull it back. He is happy, you are happy. So it is reversible. So we can inject to the glans penis also. This is another thing. The beauty of it is once you inject into the glans penis, the glans penis becomes half numb. Its sensitivity goes. Especially if one has got hypersensitivity gland syndrome, this is the best treatment. For premature ejaculation, nothing like that. Inject 1 to 2 ml of the hyaluronic acid into the glans penis, select 4 places, inject, and now that portion which has got this one, it reduces the sensitivity. If you want, say earlier he was having the intra-ejaculatory time as say something like 1 minute. After this 1 ml injection, it will go to 2 to 3 minutes. And next time when he comes, he is happy. He wants to increase to 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, take another 1 ml inject. Then he comes back and he says, take 10 minutes. Okay, don't worry, we are here. Inject another 1 ml. Don't worry, because it's a very safe injection. So go on reducing the sensitivity till his wife or partner says, hey, get out, man, get out of my bed. Don't come here again. So at that time, you stop so that he can now no longer go beyond that. So glans penis injection primarily HLA or a treatment for premature ejaculation by creating a physical barrier in the glands. How it works is it doesn't kill the nerve ending. It becomes a barrier, acts as a barrier between the superficial skin and the deeper nerve state. So that barrier decreases the sensation, nerve stimulation and increasing intravaginal ejaculatory latency time while boosting self-confidence. Because once you start doing the intercourse for 3 to 5 minutes, next time you go to 5 to 10 minutes. Because he has got that self-confidence. That self-confidence that I will not ejaculate, that itself is enough for him to go on and for another few minutes. So complications are there, of course. Any potent treatment, there is nothing like a treatment which is 100% safe. Complications are there. They include severe nerves and microvascular pain, bruising. Some side effects can also appear by way of erythema, itching, and vascular occlusion. Vascular occlusion is the most worrisome side effect due to possibility of skin necrosis and even blindness in a patient that is not this one, in an ophthalmic patient. In some cases, HLA can result in granulomatous foreign body reactions. So these are rare. The side effects can occur, but that's why I told you, don't inject 10 to 20 ml in one sitting. In the first sitting, inject only 2 or 4 ml. Let him come back after 15 days or 1 month. If he is happy with that, then go for another 4 to 8 ml. So that we have time. Necrosis cannot occur with 2 to 4 ml. Hardly if there is anything, you can inject the dissolving agent, that is hyaluronidase, and withdraw it back. So I think if the time permits, I will play a video with the chairperson's permission. This case which can you play this video? How to play?
Copy and paste it in there.
I have in my laptop. Can I connect my laptop? It's not set.
Oh, it's in PPT.
In my laptop also it's there. It is there. I have the link, but this link is not working.
Copy that link and paste it at the
It's a preloaded 10 ml series.
Nice
So
there.
this I will take and it is preloaded and the needle is along with the syringe. And you can take 4 ml at a time. So the buccal fascia of the penis.
ultimate result is round, nice and the another beauty of this one is the skin. It looks very something shiny. The penis looks young. Even for a person who is 60 or 65 years, once we inject the penis, this HLA, it looks as though the penis is of the age of say a boy of 18 or 20 or 25 years. Because those wrinkles they disappear. What cosmetologists were doing for the face, which you can do for the penis also. See how the penis is looking now. I am cutting short.
Yeah, this one.
See,
So
after that molding, what I call it as molding, you have to go on squeezing it, and it is under local anesthesia spray only. Absolutely no pain. In fact, the cooperation from the person is very nice. In fact, they will positively cooperate. They will ask you, yes sir, squeeze it little more, because they will be having that pleasurable sensation.
we cannot inject.
And this is what the glands will.
So to go for.
And the difference between the HLA for the shaft and for the glands is slightly different. For the shaft, we use gel type, that is thicker one. Use needle of 22 or 21 gauge. For the glands penis, you cannot use that thick gel because the glands are very sensitive and you cannot prick with a bigger needle because bleeding will be heavy from the glands because glands penis is very highly vascular and it's almost like a mucus. So what we do is we take a very thin needle of 18 to 28 or 30 or even 31. That is insulin needle. But the injection used for the HLA injection used for the glands penis is thin. That is ultra thin HLA. So when the next time when it comes, whichever those small defects, deficits which are there, that will be fixed. Now I am going to inject into the glands. This is for premature injection and also for glands enhancement also. If the penis becomes thick, the shaft becomes thick, and if the glands is small, it looks odd. So fill it up also. So again take 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock portion. Inject 1 ml preloaded HLA ultra thin injection. Inject 1 to 5 ml each spot. You can see the pulse as we inject. And as I told, it's highly vascular. It bleeds. Don't worry about the bleeding. It stops by compression. So while injecting it into the glands penis, bleeding is going to happen and bear with it, it stops immediately by compression. That's why I have to use very thin needle of the order of say something of 30 or 31 kg. Yeah, some bleeding will be there in the glands penis, don't worry about it. So by compression it will stop. So I think in another few seconds the video will stop. By that time if there are any questions, please keep asking. If the chair permits, I will be happy to answer. If the time is there and if the chair permits and if you are willing to hear it.
So can I start the question?
Yeah, please.
As we are using HLA in joints,
Yeah, you are on orthopedics.
this